I have a confession. I am really nervous to film this. In fact, I have filmed this intro about 100 times. But YouTube, it's been a hot minute. It's been about a month. I apologize, but I am back. I'm back for the girls who love Pilates, who love self-love, who love to move with me. So I hope I can rebuild our friendship with this longer class, full body practice, full body Pilates with nothing but yourself, your beautiful body. So when you're ready, meeting me in a cross-legged position, just start to get really comfy. You might like to lift the hips up a few times and then start to bring the hands somewhere on the body. It can be the belly, it can be the knees, it can be your lap, but just allow you to be loosey-goosey. Let it all go as the elbows dangle, the belly becomes soft. And if it feels okay, I invite you to close down the eyes, tuning into your internal space, to what lies within the four corners of your mat. Now, maybe you're like me and you haven't shown up for yourself in a while, or maybe you've been really consistent. But whatever it is, can you honor these feelings? Can you honor exactly how you're feeling? And use it to guide you through your movement. Becoming aware of each inhale and each exhale. And notice any shifts as you breathe in and as you breathe out. You might like to set yourself an intention, a word, something that you can be guided by. Otherwise, remember that your breath is always available and it's your greatest tool throughout your movement practice. Wherever you are in your breath cycle, can we all just take a deep breath in, really fill up, let the ribs, the belly expand, holding at the top, and this time exhale with an open mouth. One more just like this, full breath in. Exhale as you release. If the eyes are closed, you can open them. And we are going to get started in a mermaid shape. So from here, can you bring your left shin out to face the left? If you're using a mat or if you're just on the ground, left shin is out. And then your right foot is coming on the inside of your left thigh, so that you have your right shin facing forward and left shin facing the front. Just bring your hands down by your side, fingertips to the earth, and just start to draw the shoulders away from the ears. We're going to bring the left hand up and over, and then we're going to come back to center. Let's do this a few more times. Left hand comes up and over as you press into the right and back. Now, can you think about keeping your left hip really heavy here? And as you start to find this familiar shape, can you really match it to your breath? So inhales, we come to center. Exhales, we lean up and over. Now this time, can you stay? Take a full breath in. And as you exhale, can you draw your left shoulder down, rotating your chest, your eye gaze to the mat. Come back to center, say hello. And then we're going to take it to the other side. So right hand's coming up. Take a stretch. We do this again. Left hand comes up and over. Exhale. Twist, eye gaze, chest to the mat. Come back to center. And then over with the right hand. Let's just do one more here. Left hand up and over. Rotate left shoulder down. Come back to center. And then take the right hand up and over. Take a little stretch as you stay with the right hand over. And see if you can really open through the right side body here. Letting the ribs, the little space between your ribs, intercostal muscles, just open a little bit more. Especially if you've just rolled out of bed or just rolled out of your desk. You don't roll out of your desk, but you know what I mean. Roll it out of your office chair. Coming all the way back, and keep the legs exactly as they are. We're just going to bring your left elbow down and your right hand's going to come to your hip, or it can come in front of you. It is up to you. Take a full breath in as you lift the right rib away from the mat. Now as you breathe out, can you lift your left leg and then lower everything back down? So keeping the bend, can you lift and lower? Now personally, I like to bring the left hand to the hip as you really think about squeezing through the outer thigh and back down. Now this is where you can stay. Can you start to point the left toe? And only if it feels okay. In 3, we're going to hold and extend the leg long. I'll talk you through it. In 2, now on 1, can you hold? Point the left toe, extend so the leg is facing forward. We come back to center and we lower. Exhale, lift, hold. Point the toe, shin forward. Rebend the knee, lower back down. Woo! Now this shape, you're like, okay, doesn't look like much. But as you're doing it, you might start to notice that your obliques, maybe your lower belly switches on. And hopefully your left thigh, your left hip says, hello, we are back doing Sheridan's flows. And how we miss them. Something like that. Maybe that's what they're saying. Now we're here for another 5. Take your time here. Lower back down. Exhale, lift 4. Point the toe. Rebend and lower. This is 3. Last 2. On 1, full breath in. Exhale, lift and hold. Now, can you bring your left hand overhead? Now, we're going to bring elbow to knee. Oh, hello. And then we're going to lengthen and twist. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Now, if you remember the mermaid shape, we started to drop the left shoulder down. I want you to do the same thing here. Rotate the chest to the mat and then come through center. Now, if you have space behind you, you might even start to draw your left hip down, left toe behind, like a little diagonal line, and then you come in for the elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen, and then come all the way back in. So lengthen and back. It's like a little slinky or rubber band. We're extending and then we're coming in. Snap. Notice what happens to the body as you become a little bit more familiar with the shape. And notice what muscles start to switch on. Now we're here for 5. 4. Use your exhale to bring elbow to knee. This is 3. Last 2. On 1, can you just hold little pulses in and out for 5, 4, 3, lift the right rib up, 2. On 1, come all the way down. Take a little stretch like you did before. So opposite mermaid, right hand comes up and over. And then from here, we're going to start to make your way into your back. So just switcheroo, skidgeroo-doo, switcheroo. Don't know what that means, but we're going to come onto your back. So knees are going to be nice and bent here. Hands are going to come behind your head. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. One more full breath in. This time as you breathe out, can you draw the belly button down towards the mat as you lift head, neck and shoulders. Elbows stay wide. Inhale as you lower. Keep pressing into the heels. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you lower. So keeping the head really heavy in the hands, like a little hammock. It's relaxing on the beach with a pina colada. And you might start to feel a little bit of a vibration through the upper belly, maybe the middle of the belly. And remember that your body likes to talk to you. So if you feel that vibration or the shakes, it's a good thing, and let it happen. Now if this feels okay, this is where you're at. I want you to feel into the shape, be proud. Otherwise, next time you lift, can you lift your right leg up and then lower back down? Just the right leg lifts and back. It's almost like you're inflating a balloon in the belly, and then exhale as you let it go and come all the way up. Can you start to add a twist as you crunch? Left elbow, right knee. And then lower just the right toe. So as we come up, left elbow, right knee. Tap the right toe down. Keep the heel lifted. Now this is where your breath becomes really important here. Exhale as you come on up. Inhale as you tap back down. We're here for 5. Let's go 4. Last 3. 2. On 1, can you hold? Now your right shoulder can be down, left shoulder's lifted. Now we're going to lift the left toe, extend it long, pull it back to center. Exhale, extend it long. Inhale, drive it back over the hip. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, back. Now how close can you get your left elbow to your right knee in this shape? And start to notice where you feel this. We're here for 5. Let's go 4. Final 3. 2. Listen for the change, for the surprise. On 1, left leg is going to extend long. Grab a hold of your right shin and bring your chest back to center. We're going to change legs and then change. So keeping your crunch, keeping a little C shape through your spine, you tuck your chin to your chest slightly and driving the knees into the chest as the other leg extends. Now you can always lower the head if that feels okay. Otherwise, I encourage you to stay with this shape for 10, 9. That's each side, by the way. So let's go 8. Stay with me. 7, 6, 5. Deepen your breath. Exhale, change. 4, 3. We come down for a break in 2. I know you can. Last one. Bring both knees into the chest and just start to lower the head. Take a little rock, a little sway, lowering the feet all the way down. And then bring the hands behind the head again. Take a full breath in. This time as you exhale, we're going to crunch on up and then lower back down. Oh, my abs do not want to move right now. Exhale as you lift and lower. Now we're going from the top, which means you know where you're going. So I want you to back yourself, but just acknowledge how this side feels. Right now, it feels like my abs are about to crack in half, but we're going to move through it. Can you start to lift the left leg up and then tap it back down? Left leg comes up and tap it back down. Now start to think about the left heel lifting, just the toe taps, and then add a twist as you crunch and back. Add a twist as you crunch and back. So we'll bring the right elbow to the left knee and then lightly tap the toes. We're here for 5. Now there's no surprises. You know where you're going. 4. Come back to your breath, to your happy place. 3. Let's go. 2. On 1, hold your crunch. Left shoulder can be down, but right elbow and left knee are aiming to connect. Maybe this is where you smile. Lift your right leg long. Take a full breath in. Exhale, extend. Inhale as you rebend. Exhale, extend. Inhale, rebend. Embrace whatever sensations are coming your way. Remembering you are becoming so much stronger. Now we're here for 5, 4. We're coming back to your single leg stretch in 3, 2. Right leg is long on 1. Hug the left knee into the chest. And then can you change? Keep the crunch if you can. Keep the legs moving. Exhale as you change. Hug the knee into center. Inhale. Exhale, change. We're here for 5, 4. Let's go 3, 2. On one, hug the knees in and just lower the head. Take a hot minute and just bring the hands underneath the thighs. Take a little rock and roll up. Enjoy this little movement for a bit, tucking the chin to the chest. Let's just do one more here, coming all the way up and over. And we're going to even out your mermaids. So this time it is your right shin to the right and your left shin is forward as your left knee comes to the inner thigh of your right. So I just like to think about it as one shin forward, one shin to the opposite way, which is the right. Bring the hands down by your side. Take a full breath in. And then can you just bring your right hand up and over, bending in through the left, keeping both hip bones really heavy here. And then changing sides, right hand up and over, staying here for a moment. And just notice how the two sides feel. Bringing your awareness to your left side body and see if you can really let the ribs expand. Changing sides, right hand's gonna come up and over. And then exhale as you twist, right shoulder down to the mat, eye gaze down, chest down. Peekaboo back, hello. And then change sides. So it's gonna flow through this shape. Twist the right shoulder down, back to center, and up. I find with Pilates, with any type of movement, if you just let the body do its thing, it starts to make a little bit more sense. So really lean into what feels good, where your body's at today. Last one here. Come all the way down, draw up the right shoulder, come back to center, and then just restack. Roll the shoulders, and we're going to bring your left elbow down. So get really comfy. Bring the right hand to the hip or in front of you. Take a full breath in and lift the bottom rib away from the mat. Exhale as we lift your top hip and your knee, and then lower. So we're lifting the knee in line with the hip and lower back down. Now this shape can be quite challenging, especially if you have tight hips. So don't worry about how high the leg lifts. Just think about lifting. Exhale, squeeze the top thigh. Inhale as you lower back down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Now we're here for 3 before we start to add the kick. Let's go 2. On 1, exhale, lift and hold. Point the toe, extend the leg long so your right shin is facing the front. We rebend, lower back down. Exhale, lift your right leg. Kick your right toe out, leg is straight. Rebend and lower. Exhale, lift, kick, bend and lower. Lift, kick, bend and lower. I like to say the words a few times. It helps my brain know what combo I'm doing. So if you're not like me, you can just put me on mute and flow. Let's go for 3. We're going to hold your right leg straight in 2. Now on 1, can you hold your right leg straight? Bring the right hand overhead, and then we're coming in elbow to knee. Lengthen, elbow to knee. Now you can stay exactly as you are. Otherwise, start to add a twist as you drop the right shoulder down, right hip down, and then come up to center. So you're opening the body and back. Now the hand and toe become like a diagonal line, and then you come into center. So you're rotating the shoulder down and back. Ooh, I've got lots of cracks in the body today. That's what you get for not filming for a month, Sheridan. Let's go for another 5. 4. Last 3. Let's go 2. On 1, we are coming in for the pulse, elbow to knee for 5. 4, lift your bottom rib, 3, 2. On 1, lower the leg. Come all the way up and over and bring the left hand to the sky as you take a little stretch. Restacking through the body, and just come to find a seat onto your bottom. Feet are going to be nice and flat. Knees are going to be bent and hands come in front of you. Take a full breath in. As you exhale, tuck the chin to the chest and start to roll yourself just halfway. Hold and then restack everything all the way back up. So with this one, I want you to think about creating a little C shape. It's like a little armadillo, and back. Fun fact, I've actually never seen an armadillo. I think they're American, but I know what the shape is. It's like that little curl shape, if you know what I'm talking about. So we tuck the chin to the chest, little armadillo spine, hold, exhale as we come back up. I like to think about your breath. So exhale as you roll down, hold, inhale, and then exhale as you restack. Exhale as you lower, inhale, hold, exhale as you restack everything. Can you think about drawing your inner thighs, your knees together, almost like there's an object between the two to really help engage your lower belly. And next time you come down, can you add a twist with your right elbow to the mat and then come all the way back up. We're going to the left side, twist, elbow to the mat, and then re-stack everything. It's almost like a little bow and arrow. So come down and back up. Come down and back up. Now, if this feels okay, this is where you stay. Remember, this is your class, your practice. So you choose where this class takes you. However, if you are thinking, okay, Sheridan, I trust you. We're friends again. I want to ramp it up. I'm glad you said something because we're going to ramp it up in 3. Last 2. On 1, come back to center. Now from here, we're going to open the right hand completely. So we're going to hold. We're going to open and we're going to circle the arm back. We're going to go to the left side. Elbow bends. Arm extends long. You circle back as you come up. I want you to give it a go. See how it feels. Windmill the hand back up. We come down. Elbow bends. Arm reaches behind you and back. Now can your eye gaze start to follow this movement? And keep drawing the inner thighs, the knees together. Now we're here for 5. Let's go 4. Final 3. Last 2. 1 more each side, just to make it even. And then come all the way to where you feel shaky. It's a little halfway point. Draw the belly button in, tuck the chin to the chest. Remember, armadillo spine. Inhale, we're going to lift the arms. Exhale, so they come back to the shoulders. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, back. We're here for 5. Embrace the shakes. 4. Let's go 3. Keep driving the knees together. 2. On 1, can you hold arms back to center, little pulses up and down. Now reach your spirit fingers long. Start to really spread them like you're reaching towards your morning coffee. Maybe it's that 3 p.m. snack, but whatever it is right in front of you. For 5. 4. Let's go 3. 2. On 1, take a little forward fold. Knees come out wide. And just let it all become floppy, loosey-goosey. When you're ready, let's come up and over to a 4-point kneel. Hands are coming under your shoulders, knees stacked under your hips. And as you inhale, drop the belly, eye gaze forward. Think about really drawing the belly button down as your collarbones shine forward. And then as you exhale, can you press into the mat, tuck the chin to the chest, armadillo spine or cat. Inhale as you drop the belly, eye gaze forward. For your cow, you can make sound effects like moo. And then exhale as you come up for the cat. Meow. That was really weird, but we are going to roll with it. So if making cat and cow sounds helps you, go with it. I just want you to have some fun and really use your cat-cows to tune into where the body likes to sit. Make it your own shapes here, adding anything that feels good, just for 3. Last 2. Last 1. And can you just hold in your armadillo or your cat, tucking the chin to the chest, maybe eye gaze looks down towards your belly button. And can you just take a seat and then come back to center. Take a seat onto your heels and come back to center. Just for 3, you take a little stretch. For 2, on 1, come all the way back to center. Bring the eye gaze between your fingernails and just find somewhere between the 2. Now from here, we're going to connect your right ankle on top of your left. Start to lift the right knee, keeping it bent. Can you lift up and then tap the ankle back to the left ankle? So we lift and back. It's almost like a little curtsy, a little donkey kick, but we're rotating the right knee out while trying to keep your right hip down. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Now we're here for 5. Stay with your breath. This is 4. Adding on in 3. Can you kick the right leg long? In 2. Now on 1, can you hold? Kick the right leg long. Bend the knee, come back to center. Lift, kick, bend, and tap. Lift, kick, bend, and tap. Now we're here for 5. I'm going to come onto your left forearm. So listen out. 4. Let's go 3. Final 2. On 1, can you hold your right leg long, but come down onto your left forearm. Now we're going to lower the right leg and then lift. Lower and lift. So we're trying to open through the hips a little bit more here, stacking the hips on top of one another. And think about length over height. So we're really trying to point the toe, lengthen, come back to center. Exhale, lengthen, come back to center. Now we're here for 5. We're going to hold up in 4. Let's go 3. Final 2. Hold your right leg up on 1. Can you bend the knee into the elbow and then lengthen? Bend the knee to elbow and lengthen. Now we've already done this shape with the elbow and the knee to connecting a few times actually, just in different ways. So can you really think about coming in, curling the knee to the elbow, and then lengthen, point the toe long. Coming in, exhale, point. Now maybe you aim for the knee to come a little bit higher than the elbow, towards the tricep, maybe even towards the armpit. And we're here for another 5. 4. Send all the love to your glutes for 3. 2. Now we're going to hold on 1. Can you hold? Little pulses up for 10. 9. Stay with me. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. On 1. Come on in. Oh, say thank you to your right glute. And just come on up and take a seat. So we're going to find a kneeling position. I like to bring the knees a little bit wider than your hips, just so you've got a little bit more support. And then you start to lift up off your heels, squeeze your glutes, and then take a seat back down. Exhale as you lift and squeeze your glutes, hip bones are forward, and take a seat back down. Now your hands can be by your hips. We are going to add them in a little bit. So just find a comfortable position. But really bring your awareness to your glutes as you lift, squeeze, and then lower back down. Now next time as you lower, can you lift your arms overhead, thumbs touch, and as you come up, thumbs touch behind you. Thumbs touch overhead as you come down. Exhale as you squeeze, maybe the elbows bend slightly as the thumbs touch behind. Come down and squeeze. Now, if you do have the space around you, can you really think about spreading the fingertips long, keeping the arms nice and straight? We're coming down. Exhale as you lift and squeeze. Now we're here for another 5. We're going to stay down just the arms in 4. Let's go 3. Last 2. Can you hold the arms overhead and lower the hips on 1. Now we're just going to swing the hands behind you, palms face up, and then palms face down. Swing the arms, palms face up, and then back. Again, try not to overthink this shape. We're just really trying to find space, length through the arms. And it's almost like you're moving your arms through honey. Let's go 5, 4, hands are coming overhead in 3. Let's go 2. On 1, arms come overhead. Now we're going to bend the right hand and back. Bend the left and back. So we're going to stay down and then we're going to start to add it all back in the combo. Now if this feels okay, can you start to lift up as you bend and back? Lift up as you bend and back. Now you might be thinking, this is a wacky move, but I really like it. Feels good through the body. So you add a little rotation. Eye gaze follows your elbow as you lift, elbow bends, straight arms, hips come down. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Can you come back down? Bring the hands behind you and then out. Hands behind you and out. So I'm going to face behind so you can see. Elbows bend, arms extend. Slight bend through the elbows and back. Now, if you have range to do this without your elbows bending, by all means, keep the arms straight. But really think about squeezing the back of your arms here, your triceps. For 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, spirit fingers are active and spread as we pump the hands back and start to flick the wrist. Squeeze everything behind you, chest is open. 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Oh, roll the shoulders. Take a little hot minute and we're going to even out your 4-point kneel. So coming around, I'm just going to face this way so you can see me. You might like to take a few rounds of cat-cow, or maybe it's just a little wriggle. Hands come onto your shoulders, knees under your hips. And then just start to hook your left ankle on top of the right. Left knee is going to stay bent as we lift and lower back down. Exhale, lift and lower. A lot of the shapes today are really slow, really controlled. So I want you just to use your breath. Exhale, lift. Inhale as you lower back down. Heels tap on top of one another. Lift and back. Now we're here for 5 before we start to add the extension of the left leg. In 4. Let's go 3. Last 2. Can you hold on 1? Now we're going to kick the leg long. Rebend the knee. Come back to center. Lift, extend, bend, and tap. Lift, extend, bend, and tap. Now, as we've already worked the arms, if the arms, the shoulders start to talk, it's okay. They've already had their workout today, so they're a little bit unhappy that they have to do more. But remember, you're the boss, and you are in control of your movement. Oh, my body is shaking. Now we're here for 3. Last 2, right elbow comes down. On 1, can you hold your left leg long? Now bring your right elbow down. We're going to lower. Enjoy a break. Exhale as you lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Now every time you lower, can you think about reaching your toe a millimeter away from the body? So a little bit longer, open the hip and lift. We're here for 5. Let's go 4. We're going to bring elbow to knee. In 3. How are we feeling? Let's go 2. On 1, can you hold? Elbow to knee. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, elbow to knee. And lengthen. Think about your mind-muscle connection. So where do you want to feel this? And start to send love to your muscles, to your body, to yourself, because I know you can do this. We're here for another 5. We're going to pulse in 4. Knee a little bit higher. 3, 2. Can you hold on 1? Little lift, little lower for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Stay with me. 4, 3, 2. On 1, come on in. Take a child's pose. Maybe punch the left glute or just send us some love. And just take a full breath in and a full breath out. One more like this. Full breath in and full breath out. Walking your hands back to your knees. Taking a seat onto your bottom and just swinging your legs forward. Taking a seat with your legs nice and straight. Now from here, can you keep the legs really long? Heels are heavy to the mat, hands come in front of you. Like we did before, exhale, tuck the chin to the chest, roll down. This time we're going all the way down. Hands come overhead, inhale. Exhale as you restack, rolling yourself up. Now you might even like to take a little forward fold and then come back to center. Exhale, come down. Hands come overhead, inhale. And then exhale, tuck the chin to your chest and roll through your spine. Now the beauty of this practice is you can take it at your own pace. You can find the layers that work for you. So if you are coming to this point of the class and you are thinking, I don't really want to do roll downs, they're not my favorite. You might even just want to come halfway, roll down wherever you feel shaky, and then restack. But wherever you are, I really want you to hone into the breath and notice how you're feeling. Notice how much energy you can give to this section of your practice, as you might start to surprise yourself. Let's just do 2 more here. Last one, and we're going to hold halfway. So come all the way back to center and just start to hold where you feel shaky. Draw the belly button in. Think of that armadillo spine. Tuck the chin to the chest. Can you lift your right leg? Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift your left leg. Inhale, lower. Lift and lower. Let's go 5. We're going to start. Add from here. 4. Point the toes. 3. Last 2. Can you come all the way back to center on 1? Now this time as we lift your right leg, hold. We're going to bend the right elbow, come back to center as we lower. So we lift the left leg, bend the elbow, twist, and then lower as we extend the arm. Lift, bend, and lower. Lift, bend and twist, and lower. Lift, bend, and lower. Now we're here for 5. That's each side. And then we have a little surprise to finish. Let's go 4. Remember what brought you to your mat, or simply come back to your internal space, to your breath. This is 3. Last 2. Lots of rotation today. Last 1. Come back to center. Lift the arms. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Now we have done this before, except your legs were bent. So stay with me. I know you can do this for 5. Inhale, lift. 4. We have a little finisher in 3. Let's go 2. On 1, can you come back to center and hold little lift, little low. Now this time it's a little bit bigger than a pulse, like you're reaching your chest up and back for 10. 9. 8. 7. This is it. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. On 1, take a forward fold, well deserved, I might add, and just start to bring the knees out wide, feet together. You might even like to bring the feet a little bit wider so you can take a really spacious forward fold, allowing the head to be heavy, belly to be soft, and taking the time to come back to your breath, back to the 4 corners of your mat. As you exhale, start to restack through the spine, tucking the chin to the chest, lifting the eye gaze forward. And we're just going to take a cross-legged position. So from here, can you cross the legs over, whatever way feels comfortable? Take a full breath in, lift the arms overhead. And as you exhale, can you twist to the right? Right hand comes behind you. Left hand comes to your right knee. Opening to the right hand side, maybe eye gaze comes over to the right shoulder. Full breath in. And then find a little bit more space as you breathe out. One more breath here. And exhale as you stay. Bring your right hand up and over towards the left as you take a forward fold. So your right shoulder is up to the sky, left shoulder down to your left knee. And see if you can find some space through the side body of the right. Inhale as you windmill back to center. And then exhale, just bring everything back. Take a little shake. Inhale, arms lift to the sky. Exhale, so you twist to the left, right hand to the left knee, left hand behind you. Now you might even like to fingertips your hands like so behind you. So you can really maneuver this shape to find more length through the spine, through the chest. Inhale as you grow a little taller. And then exhale as you find more space. Keeping the right hand where it is. Left hand's coming up and over to the right for a little forward fold. Keeping both your hips really heavy here. And allowing the left side body to open. One more full breath in. And stay for your breath out. Windmill the left hand all the way back. And then just coming to center. Maybe you stay in your cross-legged shape. Maybe you take any other seated position. But just start to find stillness. Just like you did at the start of your practice. And perhaps this time you might like to bring your hands to your heart. I find these moments of stillness, the end of your practice, are really essential to let all your hard work and your movement absorb and to allow it to create energy throughout your body. Noticing how you feel now compared to when you entered the practice. Making a conscious effort to breathe in and out from your belly. Taking just one more breath in here, holding at the top. And exhale as you let it go through the mouth. You might like to bring the hands to your lap, maybe blinking the eyes open. There's no hurry to skedoot, to get out of here. But I'm really proud of you. I'm proud of myself. We are back, baby. And there's going to be more flows, more good times, more Sheridan times. So thank you for watching. Thank you for moving with me. And I will see you soon, girl. Mwah.